Hello everyone and welcome back to your weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church Morley.
So you got the cadence on that.
What?
It's just like lilting and like highs and lows.
Hey, come on,
dramatic.
like,
So
like,
dramatic. Getting the
Dude,
audience
I'm
ready.
doing the radio voice. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm doing the radio voice, but not like inverting my inverting the inflections.
Yeah.
That's why that's why it's called. Otherwise, it will sound like this. And you can get yourself a deck of magic cards here at Grey Ogre Games.
It sounds very American. I think
it sounds American, but I mean that's what it will sound like if you do like invert your
British, much more understated.
British,
yeah, much more understated.
Dude, you should listen to like BBC Radio 1 or something like BBC Radio 1. It sounds it sounds that way, right? But it's not. Technically, it's not American because Americans like this and like that's Valley Girl-ish. Anyway, watching Low Sarkit here and Danny Seed.
Boom.
Yeah, lawyer Danny Seed.
I mean, what is Danny's playing? It's a new deck, unsurprisingly.
No, this is not a new deck.
No,
this is
it's
hollow
a new
one
deck for Danny, right? He just picks
okay,
decks,
okay.
like left, right, and center. So it's hollow one.
This is Vengevine hollow one since it's got like green.
One. Yeah, okay.
I think so.
And it's got a Goblin Lore in hand as well, and there's a hollow one, Arclight Phoenix.
Arclight Phoenix. Okay.
It's just basically like Faithless Looting. What Faithless Looting deck am I going to play? I'll play. Start with 4 Faithless Looting. Go from there.
Man, Faithless Looting is like so good. It's such an amazing card.
So I
like,
wonder
incredible.
if it's too good, and I've been thinking about this recently. So I've started like buying a dredge deck for Modern, and I'm fully aware because my point with Modern is that if you have a certain set of fetch lands, it's relatively and shock lands, it's relatively cheap to buy a new deck. It's more expensive.
Wait, please don't. Wait. I'm gonna stop for a while. Like, please don't use like a two 6-sided dice.
Don't like that.
Because they obviously do not start with 1.
They do not. You think
that's very cute,
and 7 has a higher probability of coming up than
exactly. So
I think they've worked it out.
Okay.
But I think Modern,
it's
easy to move from decks if you have the land base.
Yes,
so I have
exactly.
like the red fetch lands. I was like, buy some dredge cards. That's actually really cheap, especially Ultimate Masters. Everything in dredge has been reprinted in the past year, basically.
Yeah.
So it's super cheap at the moment. And then I was thinking, is Faithless Looting too good? Because Modern, go quite deep as we watch Danny discard Lightning Bolt on Hollow One. Sadness. Modern has basically come down to I'm playing a Faithless Looting deck. I'm playing a
Stomping Grounds deck.
I'm playing an Ancient Stirrings deck. So that's like
somewhere there, yeah.
Or Croc Clan Ironworks. I'm playing an Aethervile deck.
Right.
Human Spirits.
Right.
Or I'm playing Control. And that's like the real.
I'm playing Burn,
But even Burn has been pushed out because like Burn can't beat Dredge because Crippling Chill is just like 12 points of life that they can't get over.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
So you basically fall into one of those 4 camps. And at the moment, I think I don't know which one is of those cards is most oppressive. I think it's probably Ancient Stirrings because I think Croc Clan Ironworks is the best deck, and I think
set.
I think it's the best deck in Modern, and I think that people are also sick of it. I think I was watching coverage at the weekend, and like it was the Star City Games Invitational, and no one wanted to see Croc Clan Ironworks, but it won the tournament.
Yeah,
so
because
it's
it's everywhere.
Right?
Well,
rubbish.
I suppose the thing about combo decks, let's say like combo decks, even for commentary, after the first time you explain it, then that's it. That's all it is. And then the commentary, or at least like watching the game, what happens is just that does the combo player have the pieces to answer and then respond and combo off, or does he not? Right? That's the only 2 questions, because there's no like what's the best play here, what's the decision tree is pretty small.
Yeah. And how explaining like the bloody scrap trawler mirror retriever loop. Oh look, he's put like a 2 colorless card. He plays a wellspring. Gets like a one converted mana cost back. Gets engineered explosives back. Plays engineered explosives with a 0. Like you're just like, it's just like it's so boring. And then watching them win, it's just just like, we get it, you've won, but it takes 10 minutes for you to win, unless they're on the Sai Master Thopterus game plan. So I don't know. I think that's the best deck. So I think that will I think but I think there's going to be a banning. I think there is before the modern Mythic Championship, which we should probably talk about later.
Gosh, yeah. I don't, man. I lost track. So
just too much.
Yeah, that set of news. When they said that they were going to change it, and I was like, yeah.
All I know is that I'm not in the 32.
Oh no shit, no shit, Sherlock.
I worked that one out pretty quickly.
I would love to like commentate. I don't think I'd take it. Something like
I don't think I'd take the contract they were offering. I don't think it's worth it.
I don't know.
I don't think I said.
I think it would be cool, right?
I think it'd be coolish. I don't know if I'd give up my day job for it.
No, I don't. I would definitely not give up my day job for it.
I told my wife. I said to her, "Oh, I'm quitting my job." She goes, "What? Why?" She goes, "What's happening?"
I'm gonna play
I said, I'm gonna be a Magic player. And
I'm gonna play like Arena.
And she went, "No, you're not. Don't be stupid. No, you're not. You're just."
It's so weird though.
Yeah,
like, it's such a weird transition. Well, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna ban Ancient Stirrings or Faithless Looting. I think Ancient Stirrings are my number 1 to ban. And I think if they do that, they'll probably ban Faithless Looting as well. So I'm a bit nervous about buying this deck.
Man,
I hope that.
But Faithless Looting is like dirt cheap, and like all the parts of this deck is they're dirt.
My thing as well in Modern is that maybe they shouldn't ban it. Maybe they should just let people do whatever they want, right? Because Dredge can so Corrupt Clan works. They can play through hate, but if you drop a Rest in Peace on Dredge, they're like even like a Tormod's Crypt, right? They might have one Nature's Claim, but if you have a second one, they're done for. And there are so many ways to hate out Dredge and to completely nullify their game plan that I think it's good but not too good, and I think people just haven't adapted it yet. Whereas I think Corrupt Clan works is actually
you play? I mean,
too good, right?
I won't say it's too good, but like it's good. And it's kind of consistent because like they don't care about anything else, right? I'm just gonna combo off on like turn 4, turn 5, and like you're dead, right? And that leaves them space in their sideboard to don't screw around with my game plan, and that's it. And their sideboard's like stacked with like 3 copies / 4 copies of whatever, and being able to, and at the same time, being able to attack from like different angles is kind of annoying. But that's the advantage of playing such a linear deck. I would call it a very linear combo deck.
And Modern's trending that way. Modern's been trending that way for a while, but this year Modern has basically been like completely
kind of open, like
non-interactive.
Yeah,
like even. Are humans and spirits really that interactive? Like they do some interacting, but in the form of meddling mage, reflector mage, spell queller. But other than that, it's just like going to jam some guys, and then I'm going to turn them sideways,
which is fine.
I think that's fine, right? But if you're also doing that, we're just going to be like ships in the night. We're just going to be like, I'm going to go,
like, who's gonna
you're going to go, then I'm going to go, then you're going to go, and whoever gets there first, congratulations.
Whoever won the die roll wins.
Yeah. Right. But that's where it's going, and Dredge doesn't really Dredge's not blocking, right? Bloodcast can't even block. Like if you're prized amalgams and alchemies are blocking, you're probably doing it wrong. And like these hollow 1 decks that we're seeing pop up. So is it Phoenix? Phoenix is the new hot one? The new hotness with like Thing in the Ice, and some of them are playing Crackling Drakes, and some of them are playing.
But that's why you play Modern for, right? You play Modern to play unfair decks, to play like power.
And this is my point: is that maybe you should just let people have all of their toys and just like
and let them go crazy, right? Yeah.
So I'm in 2 minds about it. I think because I don't know. I think that Guilds of Ravnica has introduced enough cards to make Modern really interesting again.
Yeah.
That's why Dredge is so good, right? Creeping Chill. Just
Creeping Chill, yeah.
They blatantly didn't think about. Like this, nothing can go wrong.
I'm quite sure they thought about it.
Really?
They thought that it was a bad card. I'm very sure they thought to themselves like, yeah, this is not going to make it back into Dredge, and like, yeah, you're wrong. You're totally wrong.
But even we saw Danny play Maximize Velocity. So the red +1 haste jump start.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, that's being played as like a one-of in these red, mono-red, Arclight Phoenix, Runaway Steamkin decks that you see in Modern. that's just like, you know,
This is one man, like, yeah.
Risk Factor's being played. Like Phoenix is obviously being played. Night of Autumn is being played in like the green white mid-rangey decks because it's like Destroy Artifact, Game for Life.
Every time we go to Ravnica, like we get like really good modern cards, except for Dragon's Mage.
What's Resurgence?
Yeah, the one. So you get one. You get one.
You mean you haven't played the Exava Blood Witch Rakdos aggro deck in
No, but like every time we go back to Ravnica, like have you ever noticed? Every time we go
I know, right? I mean,
we get like, you know, Dryad, even like things like Dryad Militant somehow made it into like sideboards.
Experiment
things like
one.
Experiment 1 was a thing for quite a while.
Skullcrack, Modern Staple.
Lightning
Helix was from Modern, from original.
From the original Ravnica, right?
Yeah.
So every time we go to Ravnica, we get good shit, and like it's gonna make its way into Modern. Whether or not it stays, that's a big question. But it's definitely gonna stay. I mean, like Arclight Phoenix is just gonna be like the surprise. You know, it's replacing Vengevine, right? It deals one less point of damage. But hey, I'm gonna lightning bolt you 3 times in the face, and then get my Arclight Phoenix and deal you 12 damage this turn.
I do. I think that when the next stuff comes out with like Simic, you know, they don't know how to design Simic cards. Right, it's so hard. Like they either skew way too low or way too high. Yeah, like you're just waiting for like this card. It's like
they're gonna go low again.
You're gonna go low.
Very sure.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Evolve was the worst mechanic ever.
The Demir one was the worst mechanic. I can't remember what it's called. Cipher. Whenever it deals combat damage, you cast it for free, right?
But we got Underworld Connection for that. It's a fun card, but like Evolve is like dumb as, like, Cypher was put on really cool spells, but like overcosted, right? Just way overcosted.
Necessarily overcosted.
But it's such a cool mechanic as opposed to like Evolve, which is okay.
Could have some really like strange power toughness combinations. So there was the Croconura. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah.
1/4
and like
and it's just like
just to pump up all your other guys, like
and also it has 1 power, so if you play a 2-power creature, it gets a 3-power creature. I'm interested to see what comes out of new.
Yeah, I think the first time round when they had Graft, that was like awesome. Graft was like an amazing mechanic because like you shifted around counters. Very a la, you know, Arcbound Ravager type
modular,
of
right?
Modular.
That was amazing. Had Mirrodin been released by then? I don't know. I can't remember the order.
They did.
So they had modular, and they're like, let's make Graft.
Dude. I think
we're really doubling down on this. Like we're really committing.
We love that +1/+1 card, you know.
Yeah, and then like 10 years later, they're like, oh, Hardened scales. Like nothing will be wrong with this card, and then.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb. No, but they're trying to bring back the glory days of like you can't reprint Doubling Season, not in standard.
Yeah, you reprint Parallel Lives instead, right? That's what.
Yeah, you got Parallel Lives, and then Parallel Lives was still was kind of still busted, right? It was played with a whole bunch of things, and it was in a format that I think Voice of Resurgence.
Yeah, because it was in Innistrad, original Innistrad.
Oh yeah, so dumb.
Because it's the double weird bear head, isn't it?
Yeah. And then you get you play that with the slime, the slime that makes like slime tokens.
Oh yeah, the green. Whenever it does combat damage,
so dumb.
Yeah, I like that. Indestructible.
Yeah, but very niche during its time, but like still very powerful. Still same costed as Doubling Season, but still very powerful. Commands some quote unquote collectability.
Expensive.
Yeah, it is a bloody expensive card. You know, I've got like I had a few. Yeah, I heard a few of those cards, and we were trying to get rid of them. Yeah, you want to buy one?
No. You're like you wanna buy some cards?
Yeah, I got some cards for you.
Using the stream to like push her in. If you need any Parallel Lives, reach out to Mick at, you know. I'm sure you can find him in all the usual channels, and he'll hook you up.
Hey man, I'm so proud. Man, I am so proud of my Twitter handle. It's like
what is it?
The Asian Judge.
Is it?
Yeah, it has not changed.
How often do you use Twitter?
Not.
Because you know, if you use it less than once a year, they can kick you off your handle if someone has a.
Oh yeah.
So maybe I need to say, oh no, I'm the Asian Judge.
No. I use it enough to get.
I'll follow you on Twitter. I'll hit you up. My Twitter profile is a photo that you took of me playing a draft a long time ago.
Oh, that was like black and
Yeah,
white,
yeah.
right?
When you said, oh, like, oh, look what it looks like. Someone taking it. It's so hard to take a photo of someone playing cards. It's just like,
Like Danny,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, Danny, of course, of all people, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
So-
dude, you should be taking people playing the cards, not looking at hands. So yeah, we are going to see a burning inquiry.
Yeah.
Guys, get a like.
I
a
think we've talked about
10-sided
this
dice.
before, about like randomness and
Yeah.
like discarding stuff.
That's not
I
a
think-
fair dice. That's not a fair.
And I think if we had our
20-sided
way, we
dice.
would like. I think we would probably
I just
give
have
them a
an
slap
app.
on the wrist for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goblin Law gone. Man, these cards suck. Like Goblin Law, Burning Inquiry, like these cards are just like. I just don't like these cards.
Man, going into the graveyard, like, oh, okay, so there's a good chance that maybe there is a hollow one that's gonna follow. No hollow one. Then why did you play it? I don't get it. Well,
I assume
okay,
you
yeah,
wanted to
you-
hit on the hollow one and then play the hollow one.
true.
Is that a
Well, I guess you're trying to disrupt the combo player, right? Like they kept a hand that's like
I know, and I think he's done a good job because
there goes one
Saki
Simeon
has
Spirit guy. Yeah.
loads of lands in hand now as well. So you see Temple of Enlightenment, Darksec Shores. That looks like, is that Lumbering? No, it's another land. There's an Ad Nauseam at the back and a Pentaprism, but he's had the Spirit Guide and stuff taken out and a Lotus Petal. So it's not or Lotus Bloom, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad roll.
But yeah, these cards, it feels so bad to be on the other side, right?
All right, it's trying to burning rage.
Boom.
That's the one. Let's
Sideboard-
bring it up. I
Sideboard
want.
deck.
We've seen this card before.
We saw this card like 3 or 4 weeks ago
Yeah.
in the mono red Arclight Phoenix decks out the sideboard.
Still love this card, man. Still like this card.
Still
a
good.
lot. Yep.
Still good.
So at the beginning of your upkeep or whenever you cast a red spell, so either or, you get to put a charge counter on Shrine of Burning Rage, and then you can pay 3 and sacrifice it. You deal damage equal to the number of charge counters on it to target creature or player. Yeah.
Do you know why it has a Phyrexian watermark?
It is on the because there was
know it's
either
in-
Miran. It was either the Miran watermark or the Phyrexian watermark.
Every card.
Uh,
every card was one
It's
or
not
the
every
other.
card.
Okay.
It's not every
But
card.
why are the shrines Phyrexian?
I guess.
Does anyone know? I don't know.
You know,
Obviously
they
I don't know.
pray,
I'm
they
asking.
quote unquote, like they pray to
I
the
see.
shrines.
Okay.
Right? Shrine of Burning Rage, like these are like different aspects of a machine.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Are the Phyrexians basically like the Magic the Gathering's Borg, right? They're the
Yeah.
okay.
They will assimilate you. Join us or die.
Good.
You know, Yawgmoth and gang.
Yeah, all of that jazz.
But
I
they
mean,
still
don't
got. I mean,
really-
like this. They still have hierarchy. You know, they're not animals. There's like plague lords and shit like that.
I see.
It's like bosses. All right, let me get rid of your.
Ancient Grudge.
Yeah.
Oh, Pentaprism, yeah.
That prison, yeah.
Danny left with 2 Ancient Grudges in hand. Brilliant.
Just waiting for the Lotus Bloom to hit the battlefield. So now it's going to hit the battlefield. Danny is going to, when it resolves,
Yeah.
at the end of
Yeah.
the upkeep, which then Sakit can just,
So he can tap it, but he'll lose it unless he plays stuff during his upkeep.
he could play, ad nauseum and just go off right now.
No, he decided he doesn't want
chooses
to.
not to. Okay.
Another
He's
one.
got another Lotus Bloom. All right.
I mean,
so all he's looking for is like Holy Day. That's it, right?
he's got
And,
no pressure from Danny.
Yeah.
So just take your time. Play out the stuff. He knows that there's another Ancient Grudge, so he got to figure out if he wants to play into it. Is that a River of Tears?
Oh shit.
We're going deep on the cards tonight.
River of Tears.
Yeah,
this that looks like a reprint, right?
Yeah, it was in Iconic Masters.
Was it?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Nice. I like this art though.
Played a land, add a swamp. I mean, this is a good cycle of lands that have never been are not printed. This is something. Nimbus Maze,
River of Tears.
Horizon Canopy.
Yeah.
The red black one is the filter land.
Graven Cairns.
Yep.
And the what's left? What's
got
the
this one.
remaining?
You got this one. Come on, you can do this. Nimbus Maze, Horizon Canopy, Graven Cairns, River of Tears.
Oh man, it wasn't enough filter land, was it? Is it the green
Come
blue
on,
filter
you know it.
land?
No, you come on, you know it. You're gonna kick yourself. You're gonna kick yourself.
All right, so there's green, white, black, blue.
Come on, no.
Green, black, red,
I'll give you a hint.
white,
It's in a
blue. Wait. It's supposed to be the blue.
No, come on, you got
No,
this.
white, blue.
It's Grove the
blue.
Burn Willows. Come on.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
Come on.
I don't play that card.
All of them, good cycles for cards that could be like
Could
whether
have
they
been,
could,
right.
They could be. So Horizon Canopy obviously never going to be a cycle.
Too good.
Too good.
Too good.
Grove
I
of
mean,
the
like
Burn Willows. I
it's
think
like
is
it's like cycling. Okay.
pushing it.
So like what's that name? Horizon Campy. Kind of like cycling.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's got
right?
cycling
Things-
1. Play it's got cycling 1 because 1 tap.
Yeah, but you have to give up your land drop that turn.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's fine.
So, and then you have Grove of the Burn Willows, which I think is probably a bit too good for modern Magic. In standard, it would have to go
give
through
your
standard,
opponent
1 life. I think it's probably a bit too good.
You give your opponent life, right? But you don't have punishing fire, so it doesn't really matter.
I know, but I don't know. I think it's
So
like
what,
a
you
weird card
give-
that like aggro decks want, but also really hurts aggro decks because they want the
the double
dual
color,
lands,
right?
But
Yeah.
they don't want to give your opponent life, so it's a bit of a.
But
weird
you have untapped dual lands, and you can take the damage. Like there's no big issue.
So
I don't think it'll be
it-
too powerful.
I think it would depend on what is in standard, what other dual lands are in standard,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think all the other ones, Graven Kent's obviously good enough because they reprinted all of them.
Yeah,
And then
River
Tears
Tears
and
is
Nimbus
like great,
Maze
yeah.
are also.
God damn,
Both
like put more,
acceptable.
put
I
more
think
of them cards.
River
inside.
Tears is very skill testing, right?
Yeah. It's like sequencing, mega sequencing, and then sometimes you forget, sometimes your opponent forgets. When your opponent forgets, that's the best. But River of Tears has to be. I mean, like it can only be super effective in a format where you have fetch lands.
Yeah.
Right, and because your opponent can forget that you have not fetched this turn or have fetched this turn, and then produces another different color. Right.
It's a feel bad. My only consideration is a feel bad for like a new player.
Oh yeah, if they
If
like,
you go, oh no, you've played a land, you've got to have
and
that.
now
I
it's
didn't
black.
want that.
It's
You're
like,
like,
no,
So that's
dumb.
I think people probably just want their lands to like lands as lands, right? You know,
Oh,
make
but
lands
it's
great
so
again.
good. But it's so good. River of Tears, like
Yeah,
no, they should have the full cycle of like 10, right? And those are like great cards.
And they
Like it's
should
an
be
island.
fetchable. Yeah,
It's an island, except it's as in like in the current context, like it's an island, except sometimes it's a swamp, right?
I'll tell you what. Danny finds a lightning bolt.
Does he win the game? That's 7 points. He doesn't need a lightning bolt. Like he just attacks.
Why doesn't
Cast
he
a
cast
red spell,
ancient,
yeah.
Why did he cast Ancient Grudge on his own Shrine
Yeah,
of Burning Rage and
exactly.
in response get the trigger, sacrifice it, and then do it? So I think
Well, he
he's just
doesn't have
done.
to.
It doesn't matter. He's gonna just.
Trigger up.
It's gonna smash. Shout out to Shrine of Burning Rage sideboard tech.
Oh yeah. Swings it for 3. Does Sakit have anything? No, he's down to 8.
He's dead.
Sacrifice, shoot you. Holy Day. Holy Day is a big question. I mean, like, his sleight of hand.
It needs to be something
Angel's
special.
Grace, yeah. Sorry, not Holy Day. Angel's Grace.
Angel's Grace, yeah.
Yep.
It needs to be something special.
That's it. Angel's Grace. That's it. Right? 7 points of damage. If you're Danny, you just pass the turn. Like, there's no, there's no risk of you losing, and so you do it at your opponent's end step, right? You pass the turn, do it at your opponent's end step. Okay, so here's the kicker. That if he passes, he knows that Sakit here has ad nauseum, right? Because I think he got a peep on the hand. Did he? Tossies? No, that was from Sakit. So Danny's got to think that his opponent has what's that?
What Angel's Grace?
No.
Describe it. Come on.
Ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum.
He's
okay.
got to know
okay.
like he's got ad
So
nauseum,
he's-
right?
he's-
So he's just like trying to call the buff. Do you have Angel's Grace? No, that's the handshake. Yeah, that's it.
And we see double ad nauseum in
Yeah.
hand, in fact.
So like that's the thing. Like if Danny doesn't do it now, and Sakit, like if you put Sakit to having both Angel's Grace and ad nauseum,
Yeah.
he's still gonna lose, right? Because Saki is just gonna cast Angel's Grace in response, or like you cast Angel's Grace and it's got split second,
Yeah.
and then Danny can't respond.
And I think it was the next card on top of the deck.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Heartbreaker.
Uh,
Heartbreaker.
yeah, because like there's no way that you know, if he had Angel's Grace in hand, like you lose. That's it, right? And I think you should have forced. I think Danny did the right thing. You should at least force it that turn, right? So that he can't go like, oh, I untap and now I win.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Weird. I don't know. Ad nauseum was a deck. Now it's not a deck.
but it's sort of a deck.
But sort of a
like,
deck.
It's okay.
Definitely not quick enough for
Yeah.
modern.
Not now.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe in a modern cyclical. Maybe it comes around again.
Oh, it will.
I think
I'm
it.
very
Yeah,
sure.
We'll see.
All right, we'll be back in about 25 minutes. So don't go away. Remember, you can join us on the stream Wednesdays 8 p.m. Singapore time. Twitch.tv/GoGoGames. Miss it? Go down to YouTube.com/GoGoGames. Watch the replays and join us on all our social media feeds: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm at the Asian Judge. You can add me, but I probably won't add you back.
Are we doing Twitter shout outs
No,
now for
no,
my
no,
Twitter?
that's
I'm Debu_Taberu, so DEBU_TABERU.
I don't remember.
So that's
I
my
guess,
Twitter
yeah.
handle if you want to find me on Twitter.
That's so
I
hard.
post
That's
irreverent memes. No, I don't even do
like-
that.
I log in and then that's it. Like that's all I do.
I have Twitter, but you can follow me there if you want to interact with me. Alternatively, you can come down to the shop
Yeah.
where I'll be.
And you can just find us, you'll find us at Grey Ogre Games as well. Last but not least, do check out our website, greyogregames.com, and find out more about the invitationals. We're going to be having, we've been talking about the actual invitationals for 2018, and the 2019 one is coming up. So be prepared. All right, we'll see you guys in a bit, so don't go away. Bye-bye.